What's going on, guys? XQ420 here. We in it. We live. We getting it done. We smashing out another one for you. And this one, Oregon County, they want you to wear a mask, except for a few exceptions. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So another article from the Blaze. Oregon County issues directive for everyone to wear mask, face mask, mask up. I mean, thought Future said mask off. Molly Perkins said. Except people of color who are worried about racial profiling. And they posed the question, does the coronavirus care? It might. Coronavirus has feelings too, obviously. So we get down in here. It said the debate over the effectiveness of masks and whether the government should be forcing people to wear them has raged for weeks. The extremes on the two sides are either sure that non-mask wearers are going to kill everybody's grandma, or that the masks are a tool of government control aimed to curb every freedom in America. America. Yeah, I think George Bush, second George Bush, was still in office. America. But you go check out my old video on the mask. I mean, they straight up say that it ain't gonna save you. That's what they tell you. I said, look, man, the mask is not gonna save you. It's gonna make you feel better. That's what the CDC and the WHO says. And if you don't have enough layering in between, they say it really ain't gonna do nothing for you. But it makes you feel better, and that's what we want. We want good feelings. They said one Oregon county, apparently not content with the standard screaming matches over requiring face masks, decided to officially insert another divisive topic into the debate: race. And that's the card we always pull out, man. It's like it's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like a trap card. You think you're gonna go in there and take the man straight on? You've activated my trap card. I mean, they just trap card you right out. The problem is that every card in the deck's the race card. I mean, put that card up. Man, we done with the card for now. So it said, what did they do? It said Lincoln County, which is on Oregon's north-central coastline, declared last week that everyone has to wear a mask, except non-white people who were nervous about being harassed because they're wearing a face mask. Except non-white people who were nervous about being harassed because they're wearing a face mask. But what about the black people that were harassing white folks for not wearing a face mask? What about the white people that were harassing other white people about not wearing a face mask? The face mask thing's gonna get some folks killed. If somebody's gonna run up on somebody, they just ain't gonna be having it. Man, there's a lot of tension in the air right now. I don't know if you smell it when you walk outside. They say you can cut it with a knife. I mean, your knife better be, well, actually, your knife don't have to be that sharp. You have old butter knife. That thing fillet right through it, bud. We butter right now. Man, somebody's ready to pop off. All I say is watch your mouth. And if you do got a mouth on you, you best be ready for what's coming next. I don't know where your hand-to-hand combat skills are at, but, I mean, you might have to use them. They said the directive dated June 16th from the Lincoln County Public Health Administrator and Lincoln County Health Officer orders all individuals in the county to wear masks at all indoor public settings and any outdoor public settings where they can't keep at least 6 feet from other people not from their household. Not from their household. I said, okay. I just don't agree with it. I mean, I got to be honest with you, man. I'm in the everybody pro-choice. Hey, you say pro-choice for abortion? Pro-choice, right? Pro-choice. Why can't we be pro-choice here? Those are lives. Well, I guess y'all saying they ain't lives, but why can't we be pro-choice here? You just let me know. Let me know in the comments below. I mean, you know, and of course you see this right here. I mean, they got the mask so they make it seem like you're still a human. They got a face on the front of it, boy. I mean, only $6.99. Oh dang! I guess that's actually clear. That is your face. It didn't even look real right there. It threw me off. So I guess if people can still see you smile, say, "Hey, man," so you let you know I'm actually human underneath this thing. That hey, you see through it, but I don't know. It don't look like it's made out of good material. But I ain't gonna lie to you, they racking up on the mask. Well, I don't know which companies are making masks or where the fabric's coming from, but they pretty much bankrupting the U.S. and everybody else in the world. I mean, they are taking all the money. Can somebody wake up? This is a money racket, flat out money racket. PPE, cloth mask, elastic, all these slogans, BLM. I mean, but somebody's making a lot of money, and the average American's losing a lot of money. So the directive makes the usual exemptions for children and people with health conditions or disabilities, and then it adds one more exemption: people of color who have heightened concerns about racial profiling and harassment due to wearing face coverings in public. Heightened concerns. Racial profiling. What you gonna profile about them? Just somebody else with a mask on. I mean, it's just like, well, I've seen that before. And they keep saying to me about this spike. I ain't gonna lie to you. Over the past month, I've seen more people with masks than I've ever seen. So if the spike was here, was the spike here and a whole bunch of people wearing masks and they're still getting it? Why ain't you telling me those details? Where's the poll at? CNN, MSNBC, or they say MSLSD because they be tripping. Where the poll at? CBS, ABC, Good Morning America, Wake Up with Uncle Tom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know all these other places. I mean, where's my poll at? Where the people wearing masks when they got it? So they said, why the exemption? Said a CNN report from April offers some help. Many black leaders and ordinary citizens are concerned about possible racial profiling when it comes to wearing masks. Because the cops should be like, yep, black guy with a mask, got to pull my weapon. I mean, that ain't the way it works, man. I mean, if you were anybody with a mask about 6 months ago, folks were absolutely scared shitless of you because they were like, dude, he's coming to rob me or rob something. That's how you knew who the bad guys were. They would wear a mask. Now you don't know who the bad guys are. So you have to assume everybody's bad now. So Ohio State University professor Trevon Logan told CNN, we have a lot of examples of presumed criminality of black men in general. I don't know about some presumed. I mean, some of that's warranted. I mean, they ain't presuming nothing, man. He's stealing. He said, and then we have the advice to go out in public and something that can certainly be read as being criminal or nefarious, particularly when applied to black men. That's applied to everybody. Man, when you watch a movie, man, you watch a Western, they going to rob the bank, and man, back in those times, man, they didn't have no video footage or nothing, man. They had to get a man to make a drawing of you, of somebody that for some reason you left alive. And I mean, even they were wearing bandanas up over their face. And they didn't even have no good facial recognition. Not a man making a poor drawing. You've seen Clint Eastwood movies. I mean, come on. Criminals are associated with masks. They always have been. Otherwise, you don't need to wear them. The only other people who wear masks are people gas masks because they're tear gassing somebody, or flat out hazmat suit because they're dealing with infectious diseases. Hazmat, whole body, not a piece of it, not barely covering your nose and your mouth, not your eyes exposed. Hazmat. So I mean, that's all I got to say. So they said wearing a homemade mask seems like a reasonable response unless you just sort of take American society out of it. When you can't do that, you're basically telling people to look dangerous given racial stereotypes that are out there, Logan added. This is in the larger context of black men fitting the description of a suspect who has a hood on, who has a face covering on. It looks almost like every criminal sketch of any garden variety black suspect. Or how about any criminal in general? What about Mexicans? Asians? When they wear a mask back in the day and they bust up in a place, they not look like criminals? Man, the only place that's set to wear masks all the time is over in Asia. Man, they just be wearing masks year round. Just have one on. I mean, it's because they got all that pollution over there, bud. They got to try to filter some of it out. I mean, it's just as dangerous for them to breathe the straight up air than to breathe through that mask. They try to get some filtration. They got the smog over there. They got the mist. Stephen King, like, got a creature in it. So they said the Civil Liberties Union is also concerned after the CDC issued guidance on masks along with a video of U.S. Surgeon General Dr. Jerome Adams, who was black, showing how to make a mask out of a bandana shirt or scarf. Yeah, I seen that. He talking about tie some rubber bands, and then the WHO's like, "But if you do that, that ain't gonna do nothing for you. That's just gonna, yeah, that's just gonna make you feel better. That's about it." So, I mean, if you feel good, I feel good. But feeling good ain't got nothing to do with not getting COVID. So, I mean, good luck to you, of course. So they got out here with a quote that said not wearing a protective bandana goes against CDC recommendations and increases the risk of contracting COVID-19. But wearing one can mean putting their life at risk of getting shot or killed because of racial bias targeting. Man, do you think right now, where the whole world is looking at the police, I mean, you got everybody riding. Man, you got folks in London and Australia riding. What they talking about? They riding over something that supposedly happened in America. So you think the cop gonna go around right now and just be blasting black folks? I mean, where y'all getting this from? I mean, where? I'm at a loss for words. I mean, I've been black for a while. I remember walking down the street, seeing the cops, and be like, "Man, they probably gonna drop me this time I come through here." I mean, I ain't never thought that. So I mean, y'all just take a narrative and y'all run with it. Y'all run with it till your feet bleed. Feet be bleeding. Ain't got no soles in your shoes. You just keep right on running. You run till you got nubs. It said after complaints from minority groups rolled in, Dr. Adams sent a statement to CNN saying, health equity and the complex interactions between race and health have always been an area of emphasis for my office. Well, man, emphasize on actually, doing something. I don't know what he's a doctor of. If he's a doctor of health, then work on the health, diabetes, cancer, stuff like that. I mean, you over here worried about a face mask and some racial profiling. Folks ain't doing their job. Somebody needs to start doing their job. They want to start doing everybody else's job. I'm a proponent of letting some other folks know some stuff. You ain't got to do everybody's job. They said, I understand the concerns communities of color would have about being racially profiled and in working with the NAACP, the NMA, and other organizations representing people of color to ensure no one is unduly harmed by COVID-19 or our response to it. Well, I mean, all kind of people are getting hurt. They say 41% of the small black businesses was closed or permanently closed during the lockdown. So that's some harm right there. How about the government locking everybody down and harming livelihoods, putting more people into impoverished situations? Nobody gonna talk about that though. That's all good. Man, money ain't everything. Yeah, but it is something. I got to buy some food and stuff, man. I still got a house payment. My money ain't everything. You know what people say? The people who say money ain't everything, a lot of times they got a whole lot of it. I mean, hey, look, but money ain't everything. I know, because you got about 10 million in the bank. Bruh, I'm struggling to make it. So how about you back up and let me do my thing? If I get the sniffles for 2 days, it'll be okay, man. I'm moving on with life. I mean, that's how I feel about it. I know it's kind of a rant, but that's how I feel about it. So they said, is the mask order enforceable? That's a true question. They said for Lincoln County, this may be a rhetorical exercise anyway, one that has appeared to only exacerbate the mask fight. Near the end of the directive, the county officials say the directive is self-executing and that there will be no repercussions for not following the order to wear masks. Then what you putting the order out for? Because they know that, man, you're going to have some folks get ill real quick. I mean, folks going to start flipping out blades. Somebody going to run up on somebody in the store. Man, they had the one video where the old white dude went to the Walmart and they were trying to tell him to put a mask on. He was barreling through my man. It was, boy, I mean, he was showing every bit of his ass. I'm trying to tell you, out of the whole thing, he left none behind. So I mean, you gonna have some confrontation, some mixed message. I ain't gonna lie to you. They said today, North Carolina, oh, you gotta wear a mask, but you won't be seeing me in public. It's just all there is to it. And I'm sorry for the economy, but it's about to tank. I mean, prepare yourself. That's all I can tell you. Be as prepared as you can. Pay some debt down. Man, don't make no big purchases. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Man, stop with the big purchases. Everybody buying a house right now, I pray for your soul, man. Because you don't know what you're going to wake up to the next day. Man, they might tell you cut, but furlough, what I tell you about furloughs, that means look a job. That's what that means. So, I mean, we're worried about masks. You need to worry about something else. Masks and COVID-19, man, you need to worry about where we going. A currency and all that stuff. So they said it's designed simply to induce voluntary compliance, and notes that no person shall intimidate or harass individuals who do not comply. Then what are y'all doing, man? Y'all just in there just talking a whole bunch of nothingness. I mean, like I said, nothing burgers with so what fries and I don't care milkshakes. I mean, that's just all there is. I mean, that's man, it got me stuttering. It got my mind just in a funk. I mean, man, y'all need to wear a mask, and if you don't, you're a bad person, and we're gonna make it mandatory. Except we're not gonna make it mandatory. How about you just not say anything? How about you just be like, whatever you want to do, you can do. If you want to wear one, then strap it up over your face and eyeballs too. If you don't want to wear one, then don't worry about it. Obviously, if you don't wear one, you'll die anyway. So all the people with masks, y'all will be living, and all of us dummies will be dead. So I mean, hey, look, it'll be okay. Hey, at least y'all have what's left, right? So I mean, and stop with the nonsense about a black person wearing a mask and all of a sudden they being racially profiled because they got a mask on. Man, they've been all cut, but the black folks wore the mask before anybody else, pretty much. I seen them strap up first when they said COVID was racist. Man, they were like, "Bo, I got to do what I got to do." I mean, they jumped right on the bandwagon quick. Well, I mean, I want to know what y'all think about it. Oregon, what are y'all doing? Obviously, Oregon County is, man, they got some officials getting paid to do nothing, man. They need to try to bring about some real change. Get your economy going or something. Have a plan. Man, stuff's falling to pieces. And they're just watching it. Why they worried about somebody wearing a mask? Because the test went up in a day. So what? How many people sick? You ain't telling me that. Won't nobody tell me that. Nope. They'll pick and choose one athlete who may have got the sniffles for a couple of days. Oh, this is really why you should be wearing a mask. I mean, shut up, man. Nobody want to hear from you. You sitting in your mansion. So, I mean, what do y'all think? You think if a black person wearing a mask, they're going to racially profile, get dropped in the street? You think the cops doing that right now? Man, they won't even let the cops go out there and keep people from tearing stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you think the cops can go out there and drop somebody just for walking down the street with a mask? I mean, these the politicians gonna lead us, boy. They're gonna lead us into a hole that ain't enough rope. And I know Bubba Wallace. Bubba, just calm down. This rope ain't got no noose on it. But it's just it ain't got enough rope to pull us out of the hole. But let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Rate, share, subscribe. Click notification bell. Leave a comment. Hit me up. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.